Floating Gardens of Bangladesh, Resilience in the Face of Climate Change. Hello, I'm Galib, or as some of you know me, Howran. Today, I'm bringing you a powerful story from our own land. A story of how Bangladesh's farmers are not just fighting against climate change, they're floating above it. What of floating gardens? In southern Bangladesh, especially in Barisal, Gopalganj, and Pirojpur, farmers have developed floating gardens. These are layered beds made from water hyacinth, bamboo, and straw. They float on waterlogged fields, letting farmers grow crops like okra, spinach, and gourds even during floods. Why this matters: these gardens aren't just a clever trick, they're survival. Climate change has brought longer monsoons, unpredictable rains, and more frequent floods. For many families, floating beds are the only way to grow food during the rainy season. Anonno, a student from Sher-e-Bangla Agricultural University, visited a local farmer using this method. Let me share what he found during their conversation. Anonno asked the farmer, "How have your agricultural practices changed in the last 10 or 20 years?" The farmer replied, "Before, we had to wait for the floodwaters to drain. Now, we grow during floods. Floating gardens gave us that chance." Then, Anonno asked, "How has climate change affected your farming?" He said, "The floods are worse now. Sometimes they stay for weeks. But with these gardens, at least we don't starve." He also asked, "What are the other major challenges you face?" The farmer said, "Getting good seeds, pests, and unfair prices at the market. And sadly, the younger generation isn't interested in this kind of work." Finally, when asked how he deals with it all, the farmer smiled and said, "We share seeds in our community, use neem for pests, and sell our crops together. I also teach my children how to do this, so it stays alive." Areas like Barisal and Gopalganj flood every year, but rather than fleeing, people have adapted. This is true agroecology, using nature, not fighting it. This reminds me of a case study from India, the Chowdhury region in Kerala. There, farmers grow rice below sea level, using embankments, fish, and ducks together in an integrated system. Maybe in Bangladesh, we can combine these ideas, like raising ducks with our floating beds or creating stronger community irrigation. Role of youth and students. Stories like these are more than assignments, they're calls to action. As youth and future professionals, we have a duty to protect, improve, and pass on these farming systems. Our research must serve the people who feed us. The floating gardens of Bangladesh are living proof that tradition and innovation can grow side by side. Even when the waters rise, our people rise higher. Let's support these farmers, share their wisdom, and float forward together. This video was produced by Galib on the 14th of June 2025 with stories from our resilient farmers and support from Anonno. Special thanks to my teacher for her guidance and support throughout this journey. Case study source: FAO Agroecology Database, Floating Garden Agricultural Practices in Bangladesh and Chowdhury Below Sea Level Farming System, India. Together, let's honor our roots and grow toward a better future.